today, half virtual and half in person. There's a lot of distance here, so we can socially distance, and we're very social indeed. So, thanks for having me here today. I'd like to first of all acknowledge the traditional territory of the Wana Ata and the Paskoyaki. I'm sorry if I say that wrong, and we got Orlando just giggling over there because he knows that I can't. It's a new word to me. So, I come from the Cree Nation up north in Canada, and I started a program up there in Canada during the pandemic. It was simple as just like what we're doing right now, just turning on the camera and saying hello to everybody. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge this territory, the traditional territory of the indigenous peoples of this area. It's a very beautiful territory. It's my very first time here, and I'd like to, acknowledge that we're here. This is the traditional territory, the ancestral grounds of the Wanaata and the Paskoyaki, and it's amazing, beautiful territory. I enjoy it here. It's amazing. So yeah, I just came from the World Championship Hoop Dance Contest. So if you wonder why I got a whole bunch of hoops here, I'm a hoop dancer. I'm a world champion hoop dancer, and I came here today to share some teachings with you, to indigenize the space a little bit. I know here in the United States, they still call indigenous people Indians sometimes, even though we're not from India, so to speak. And it's weird. Up in Canada, we have Indian status cards, even though we're not from India, but we're indigenous peoples. So, anyways, I just want to say hello to everybody and welcome today. Uh, so the program that I designed during the pandemic as it started was a program called Powwow Dance Aerobics. And really all I meant with the program is just to get everybody up and regardless of lockdowns and whatever we went through during the pandemic, it was encouraging for many people all around the continent, all around the world, for that respect, to get up and dance and take charge of your own health, because as indigenous peoples we have a lot of health issues in our communities that we are still dealing with today on a regular basis. Now I know us as academics and leaders all around the country, it's our job and our responsibility to take care of our communities. And so that's all I could do as an artist, as an influencer, as a content creator, to promote that message far and wide, all across our communities, all across North America, as we call North America Turtle Island. And that's an indigenous term, that's an indigenous philosophy that we use in our communities. Now, I don't know if it's thought of the same way down here in this particular area, but if you come up north to Canada, other tribes refer to North America as Turtle Island. We are all living on the back of a turtle, according to the stories and the legends and the origin stories of our people. And for those that are first timers here, welcome and welcome, and thank you again for having me here today. Sorry, my sinuses are a little active today with all the vegetation, because back in Canada we got a lot of snow back there still. And no, we don't live in igloos. We got teepees and stuff too. So I want to get things started here today by doing some demonstrations with showing you guys some basic powwow moves. We have some participants here live in person. So if you guys want to get up, I got some music queued up for everybody, and we're gonna do some powwow style aerobics. And what powwow aerobics is simply what it is. You don't have to be a powwow dancer to do powwow dance aerobics. If you are a powwow dancer, you should be doing powwow dance aerobics, because you got to stay in shape, right? You gotta stay active. You got to stay moving. You got to get those feet moving. You got to get that heart rate going. You got to get your body working in that respect. So that's what we're going to start off with, some basic powwow moves here. I'm just going to get my tunes. So you're listening to the sounds of, that's really too fast. That's a little too fast there, right? We're just starting out. So. Oh, that's a little fast. Okay. Yeah, Northern Cree tends to be really fast. Okay, we'll just start out with that. You guys moving your feet like this. Right, left, 1, 2 step. Right, left, 1, 2 step. Anybody can join. You don't even have to be indigenous if you're from other cultures. Come and join us. Beautiful dance. This is our dance. Everybody can do it. So that's the beautiful thing about powwow. Everybody's a part of the circle. From all directions, all 4 directions of Mother Earth. We come together. So again, very simple. Right, left, 1, 2 step. That's what I call the basic step of powwow. Everybody can do it. When we dance in our grand entry, when we dance our tribal dancing, it's good for your body. Dancing is healing. All directions, all people. Dancing is beautiful. And it's such a beautiful day to honor this day. Simply do that just by dancing to the sound of the beat. At the Northern Cree singers, they are again good from back home. And right on. So let's step it up a notch. Let's get a little bit more bouncy with that step. You're gonna feel your heart rate start to increase as you dance. And as we move along, I'm going to show you guys a couple more dance steps. So again, from that basic step, we just put a little bounce into that like that. Nice little bounce like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, awesome. Good work, guys. Good work, thanks for dancing. Okay, so let's switch to right foot. Every second beat, right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, move those feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Get back to that basic step. You can do different styles. You can move that beat. Steps. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Right on. So that was the first song. First song, just warming up there, folks. So, all right, so let's do that second song. 2 songs, we're on the call out there, every category. Follow suit. All right, let's get a little faster. Just turn that leg back and forth with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right. So that was our warm up. That was our warm up dance. And yeah, that's all it takes though. 2 songs. It's like turning on the treadmill without having a treadmill, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna put on some relaxing music. So I have my very own flute music, and this is good medicine music. All of our music always comes from the heart, and it comes from our ancestors. It's inspired by our culture, by our people in many different ways. So now that we're all warmed up and relaxed, I'd like you guys to catch your breath a little bit there and breathe in deep through your nose and out through your mouth, and really feel your body and be aware of your body. Be aware of all the blood vessels, everything, all part of your body, right? And that's the beauty about dancing, is it wakes up your entire body. It wakes up your brain, everything, because we use a lot of our brain to dance to the beat, to stay coordinated, and it's good for your health. It doesn't matter what age, shape, or size you may be. We all need to exercise regardless, and that's a beautiful thing about our dances, is it's very inclusive to everybody. We have dancers from all walks of life that always join us in the powwow circle. So now I'd like to do some stretches with you guys, and I'll probably have to put the mic down so you guys just follow along as best as you can. I'm just gonna do some simple stretches, and this is a routine that I've been doing for many years. It's what helped me stay in shape all these years, even through the pandemic. It's helped me stay healthy. It's helped me persevere in my life and everything I've done, you know, and regardless of where you're at in life, you always got to give yourself that every day, every morning. When I wake up in the morning, I say thank you for another day. And I also say thank you by exercising and giving my body what it needs. So that's all we need to do in our communities to improve our health in our wellness, in our well-being. So follow along as we go through the stretches. Here we go. Loosen up those wrists. Feel that stretch there in your arm and shoulder. You only need about 10 seconds per stretch. All right, you're probably gonna love this one. Lock your fingers together. Try to pull them apart. Feel that in the back of your spine. Give it a nice push. Oh, that feels good in the back. Oh yeah. Did you guys feel that? Feel those clicks? Really good, hey? All right, moving on. So we're just gonna do the neck muscles now. Nice and easy. And chin to your chest. And we're gonna roll from left side. Good. Let those muscles loosen up. Next one, hand on your shoulder. Lean away from it. Switch it up. Now, like for this one, have your feet planted and twist. Good spine. And lean forward. And lean back. All right, good. Next one. Hands behind your head. Reach your elbows to your knee. Excellent. Now we go to our ankle. Do some small circles and change directions. Here we go. And this side, small circles. All right, good stuff. And next, we're going to go with the stretch out the calf muscle. This. Lean forward a bit. All right, good stuff. Other side. All right, hold that thought a second. Let's say that again. Okay, now we're going to put our heel down. Nicely underneath the leg here. Now grab your leg. And we'll take a bit of balance. Good. Almost there. All right, one more stretch. This one. Leg straight. Try to reach down. The variation is cross over. Try the same thing.
right, so one more thing. Besides stretching, dancing, we also got to strengthen our muscles and our core. So I would like to challenge you guys to the 25 push-up challenge. I'm sure some of you can do it just fine, but do your best no matter what. And for those of you that can't, you could also do modified push-ups, whatever you do. As long as you get those 25 push-ups done, it's good for your mental health, your well-being, your confidence, everything. So on the count of 3, let's do 25 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1 more for good one. There you go. Good job. I guess I kind of cheated because I was facing uphill. You guys are down. Good job, guys. Good work.
All right, good job, everybody. Well, it's kind of hot out here, so you guys might want to grab a water. Or if you got a water, have a quick sip, and we'll get to the next activity. All right, so we're gonna do a couple more dancing. So how I like to do my workout on a regular basis is a simple 5 steps. We do the warm up, we do the stretch, then we do strength training, and then we do what I like to call peak performance. So that's where once you're warmed up and everything, then you want to try and push yourself a little bit to dance a little harder, try things that you wouldn't normally do. So that's why we warm up and stretch first, so we don't injure ourselves. That's pretty much the pattern. And the other important thing about exercising, whatever exercise program you're doing, you always want to have a cool down right after that. Cool yourself down and cool down your body. Just like when we dance, when we get off the dance floor to powwow, we like to go for a walk after. You know, just the same as we do at the gym, right? You exercise hard, and at the very end of it, you do a cool down, and you walk it off a little bit. And it's very important to do that on a regular basis. All right. So now that we're ready for the next part, let's give her time to get some fast beats in there. Oh, okay. Did you guys get your water? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So while we're waiting for everybody to get their water, hydration is really important. You know, I see a personal trainer myself. You know, I've been working out for many years. I'm learning new things about exercising. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been dancing for the past 30 years or so, and that's how I've been able to dance for so long. So many different places around the world is because I take care of my body, right? And your body, well, hey, you only get one body, one life, and you just got to do your best to take care of that. And you know, I've had health problems in the past, but I was able to heal myself by rehabilitating myself through exercise, through eating right. So the other part too that we have to do is eat right. You know, and I know not everybody has access to good food all over the place, and you know, even my community where I come from, there's a lot of food that isn't necessarily good for you. You know, the processed foods that we eat, those are the cheap foods. You know, the quick foods. Those are usually no good. The food with only 1 or 2 ingredients, or the less ingredients is more healthy for you. So, you know, if you think about our ancestors, they lived off the land, they lived off of natural things. You know, back home, our people, we lived off of hunting and gathering, and you know, picking berries at certain times of the year, specifically in the summertime. You know, in the springtime right now is where you go and pick those roots in certain areas. I don't know this area so well, but I can only imagine that there's a wealth of knowledge here by our local indigenous groups. I already forgot that first name, Orlando, but I remember Pasquayak,
Yaki, Pasco Yaki, and
Pas,
Tana Azam.
Tana Azam,
Yeah.
Pasquayaki and Tana Azam. So I can only imagine what you guys have for indigenous knowledge here. So it's up to us as the next generation to bring those traditions back, to bring those things back to our people, and to help our people by getting rid of some of those processed foods. So back home, our elders often talk about the the five white gifts that were given to us at treaty time. You know, when we settled the country, specifically in Canada in the 1800s, the five white gifts that were given to us is the flour, the sugar, the salt, the lard, and yeah, it's just foods that aren't good for us in our system. You know, those gluten-y foods, those foods that are not traditionally part of our diet. They're not natural to our natural way of being. So I think it's our responsibility to educate ourselves and bring those back. So I really like to acknowledge the students here at the U of A for taking on that role, and thank you guys for your service, for your commitment to your studies, and I hope to see you guys succeed in bringing some of that back to our communities, bringing health and wellness back to our communities. That's very important in our lifestyle. And, uh, the family that I belong to down here in the United States is the hoop dance family. We're all connected all across North America. As hoop dancers, we take care of each other. We share these ideas. We share these teachings, and that's why I started with powwow dance aerobics during this pandemic, because I know the benefits of dancing. I know that it is healthy for us, no matter what. So um, I believe that we're kind of getting close to the end of our program today. So I want to go through a couple more dances with you guys, just to show you that there's more than just the basic steps, and it's really simple to incorporate other steps. And if you guys are wondering why I do 8 counts, well, it's easier to organize that information in your brain. I guess you train your brain that way, and then it recognizes those patterns, because we're very patternistic as human beings. Patterns are easier to recognize than chaos. So that's why, as a dancer over the years, I've trained myself to do choreography that way. So you guys are ready? Got your water? Okay. Skoden. Back home, we say Skoden. I don't know if you guys say that over here, but I'm pretty sure it's universal. And it all started from this rank res guy with his fist up, and he's like Skoden, and everybody uses that now. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna play some. I think I'll do some Bear Creek.
That was sort of a trick one. Sorry, guys. Going there.
Almost looks like she's there.
It's contest time. Mercury.
a question for you.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you choreograph what you're doing with the music, or is it just go with the beat?
There was a question, do I choreograph what's done to the music? Well, I have a lot of experience in dancing, so I have kind of pre-programmed some dance moves in there, and some of it's free, just free dancing to the beat. And there's 4 different men's dances. So the last one I was doing a little bit of chicken dance, and then I was thinking about the girls too, doing a little bit of jingle dance there too. So whenever I was waving like this, it's what the jingle dancers do when they do the side step like that. That's called the old style beat there. The Anishinaabe, they champion that beat, and the Blackfoot people in Alberta, they also champion that beat as well. That's what you call the old style beat, the double beat like that. It's a really hard one to do because most dancers are just used to just giving her straight through with the straight beat. Now I know the dances are very different down here in the Southwest. There's a lot of Pueblo dancing down here, and their style of singing and dancing is very different from what we do because there's a lot of stops and then back into the beat, and it's very different. However, there is Pueblo people that dance powwow. So powwow is for everybody across North America, all cultures, all tribes, all nations. They all get together. Specifically in this area, the biggest powwow is Gathering of Nations in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Everybody goes there all across North America. So up in Alberta, we always have a lot of people from Arizona because it's so hot here in the summertime. We have, so in the wintertime, you got Canadian snowbirds coming down here. And in the summertime, you got, I don't know what to call people that go to the States. Was there a name for them that I don't know about? You know, when you guys escape the heat, because you can't dance powwow in 120 degrees in the summer. It's near impossible. It's you're just asking for it when you're doing that. So a lot of Americans come up to our powwow circuit. Ours usually starts in June, July, August, and those are the hottest months down here. So we have a pretty big powwow circuit back home. We always see a lot of people from Arizona, and they're welcome up there. They're like family to us. You know, like it doesn't matter that there's a border there. We always acknowledge each other as family. You know, when our tribes and our nations come down here to the States, we're welcomed in a big way, and we kind of take care of each other in that way. And you know, besides that, it doesn't matter if you're Indigenous, you're always welcome to a powwow. You know, don't be afraid, never be afraid to come and join us, because in all respect, non-Indigenous people are really welcomed and honored when they come to the powwow. You know, I see a lot of, I went to the California powwows a few times, and, you know, there's a lot of tourists that come and check it out. And, you know, our dancers are really friendly, right? They volunteer a lot to take pictures. They take time out of their schedule to explain the culture to non-Indigenous people. You know, so it's really awesome that our dancers do that. So yeah, I kind of forgot the question there, but oh yeah, okay. was it choreographed? Okay, yeah. Again, there's 4 dances in the men. So there's men's chicken dance, there's men's grass dance, which comes from the prairies, the plains up north, and there's grass dancers down here. There's real good grass dancers down here, even though you guys don't have grass in the desert. You can't push down a cactus with your foot the same way that we push down our grass in the prairies. And but those dances are shared amongst our tribes, amongst our nations, and it's really beautiful to see when we share those dances. Even the hoop dance, they say it was born in Taos Pueblo, and it originally came from there, but it evolved all across the nation. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the oldest dances in North America, the hoop dance itself. and I'm glad to be a hoop dancer. Hoop dancing has actually saved my life in a big way and has brought me closer to my culture. It's brought me closer to my family, brought me closer to my extended family, my powwow family, many different friends and family I've met over the years and connections, through social media and beyond. It's really great. It's really awesome to be part of that as well. So the other two dances that I didn't talk about in the men's, so there's the men's traditional dance, which, we wear the eagle feathers. It's the most respected dance on the powwow trail, the men's traditional. Now there's two types of men's traditional. There's northern style, and then there's men's southern straight as well, the southern traditional. And they're all storytelling dances, right? We tell stories through our dances. That's how we keep our traditions alive. That's how we keep our culture alive. That's how we continue on those traditions through the young ones, through all different ages. And last but not least, one of my favorite dances is the men's fancy dance. That's the dance that I do as well. They say it originated somewhere out in Oklahoma, and it just kind of branched out from there. So there's two types of men's fancy dance. There's Southern style and there's Northern style. So Northern style, you'll always hear the Northern drum beats, like the Northern Cree, Bear Creek, all those singers from up there, Young Spirit. And down here, you always have those Southern drums, with that real deep sound, like the Kozad singers, the legendary Kozad singers. They were actually singing this past weekend at the Heard Museum Hoop Dance Contest. And there's lots of good drum groups down here as well. Yellowtail, Scissortail, just to name a few. Midnight Express, the legendary Iyabe. I could go on and on about all the drum groups. There's so many of them, and it's just simply amazing. Now for the ladies, there's ladies fancy shawl as well. It's kind of a more athletic type of dance, imitation of a butterfly, and that's where they really shine when they do the crow hop. They move really good to the beat, really beautiful. One of my cousins is actually from White Swan, Washington, Dottie Scabby Rope. She's a champion dancer and really well known on the powwow circuit. She's really super good dancer, amazing dancer. And one of my favorite dancers though is Carol Melting Towel. She's from the Blackfoot tribe, and she's toured all across the United States. She's one of the tallest ladies fancy dancers I ever seen, but she's so graceful and beautiful when she dances around the dance floor. Such a well-respected dancer. And some of you guys probably know the world famous Akosha Red Elk. She is a woman's jingle dancer. Definitely you should look her up, Akosha Red Elk. And she is very, very beautiful, well-known dancer. And last but not least, we have the ladies traditional dancers, and that's the ones with the really long fringes, and they move so gracefully, so patiently when they dance. And there's two styles of ladies traditional. There's the northern style where they move just to the beat like this, and the ladies southern style where they kind of have a bounce to that double beat like that. So that's the difference between a lot of the dances. I just thought I would explain them. Now, powwow dance aerobics, the one I just did with you, is just kind of just about getting the feet moving, getting that basics down. And if you aren't a powwow dancer, it teaches you how. If you are a powwow dancer, it keeps you in tune with that. So that's what I did all throughout the pandemic. Reached about over 1 million people, and yeah, it's just amazing. If you check my Dallas Arcand page, Dallas Arcand Facebook, or Dallas Arcand Hoops on Facebook, you'll see the amount of testimonials that were written about how powwow dance aerobics has helped. And like I said before, dancing is about healing. It's about mending the sacred hoop. It's about keeping the circle strong and our traditions alive. So thank you, U of A students, staff, and all the people on the virtual. Thank you guys so much for joining today, and all the people that have lent us your ears here today. Thank you guys so much. And also, yeah, it's been an honor to be here today. So until then, I never say goodbye. So in my language, we say see you again. We say kipa kawa pumpkin, examaga, hi hi. Thank you. Kananas pumpkin.
Thank you so much, Dallas. Is there any chance that we could get a quick hoop dance from you?
So they would like to see if he would do a quick hoop dance for us. Absolutely, Felina.
Yeah.
Here, everyone's
Hello,
asking.
everybody. My name is William Carson again. So Dallas will be performing a hoop dance here in a couple moments. So if you're interested, please stick around. Otherwise, I know it's 1 o'clock, so we only have both towards 1. So if you have to go, you have to go. But otherwise, we will continue having stuff happen here. So thank you again, everybody who's here in person, and not everybody who attended on Zoom. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
He's gonna.
So Dallas is ready to go. So we are going to start momentarily.
And we're recording this as well.
Yes,
So if you want to watch it again later, it'll be on our YouTube channel. I put the link in the chat. And we're not going to be doing an event in April, but in May, we will be putting on the MMIP run. And it'll be May 7th, 6 a.m. And we have special guest Verna Volker, founder of Native Women Running. She'll be here for it. Okay, and right, here we go. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Dallas. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a great rest of your day. And hope this rejuvenated you and you got some cardio in today. So thank you all. I'm Felina Cordova Marks. And thank you to Billy as well. And
All right, thanks, guys.
thank you to Dallas.
That was the hoop dance. Like I said before, it's one of the oldest dances in North America. And there's hoop dancers all across North America, Turtle Island as we call it. One of the most famous right now is a good friend of mine from back home. I know him as James Jones, but some of you guys might know him as Notorious Cree. And he's doing a good job out there, killing it, and sharing our culture and sharing our stories, Indigenous people, being a good ambassador. And yeah, I'm also a graduate of Mount Royal University. I have a behavioral sciences diploma. I also have an Indigenous Studies diploma. I'm also a teacher at the Enlightenment Center National Indigenous Professional Artist Training Program. So I'm glad to come here today to share with you at the U of A. So thank all of you for watching today. And yeah, keep the circle strong and good luck with your studies. It is that time of the year where you guys got to study hard and you know, do your thing and do it well. So thank you. Hi, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you so much. I think we're good. I think we can close out now. Great. All right. The log out.
You're on mute, Felina.
Oh, thank you. I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna try to move everyone off of the Zoom so that I can chat to Billy.
All right. I'm gonna take a group photo real quick and then I'll be back.
Okay, thank you.
I have my you can see them with my phone. I'll share it to you. Yeah. If everybody could go over there for a group photo.
If you're still on the Zoom, if you're not part of the staff, if you could please close out your Zoom. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. Just a few more people, if you can close out.